Murder, gangs, drugs, poverty, racism, corruption. Mix those things together and you will get the United States of America. Let me take you on a tour inside the most notorious places on the planet. This is Broken Justice. Columbus, Georgia. At approximately 8:53 p.m. on July 17th, the Columbus Police Department was originally tipped off to an incident at the Canty Apartments. On arrival, they discovered a gruesome scene.
No, we haven't gone. Stand by for it. Go ahead.
Wait, take some down.
Pretty tall eagle.
Going left. Oh.
Dispatch.
Dispatch. Start EMS 1018 for 3 individuals. We're backing out. Take us to attack channel. Take us to attack channel. Take us to attack. Fuck!
21. Take all units to attack channel. We have 3 bodies.
608A, start them 1018. 608A, we need to rope this off.
The Muskogee County coroner confirms 29-year-old mother, Jerica Spellman, and her 3 young children were killed. The children reportedly range in age from less than a year old to 3 years old.
That a mother and her 3 children, ages 3 years old and younger, all stabbed to death. The scene still very active off of Casita Road. And our Rosin Giles is live now from Elizabeth County Homes. We understand it may have not have been a stabbing, but it was 4 people being killed. So Rosin, more can you tell us?
Yeah, right now the cause of death has not been released by police nor the Muskogee County coroner at this time. What we do know is that a mother, 29-year-old Jerica Spellman, has been pronounced dead here at the scene, Elizabeth Canty Apartments, inside an apartment here on Casita Road, along with her 3 young children. Those children ages range between 4 to 5 months old, we're told, to 3 years old. And joining us now is Major Hawk with the Columbus Police Department. He has been on the scene here since it happened shortly afterwards. Major Hawk, what can you tell us about this investigation tonight?
Officers received information to come into this area concerning possible individuals being deceased. Upon arrival, they did find 4 individuals that are deceased. We're in the preliminary investigation stages, trying to figure out what actually happened. We're asking the public to please pass on any information they might have to call the homicide unit at the Columbus Police Department, and we'll be here pretty much for a long night.
Major Hawk, can you say what led you guys to this scene in the first place?
We received a call to another area of the city that led information that we needed to come check this area.
What was going on at that scene?
There was just an individual wanting to pass on the information.
So can you say whether or not you guys are looking for any suspects tonight and whether the people in Columbus should be concerned?
The people of Columbus probably do not need to be concerned. We are looking for a person of interest.
27-year-old Trevane Brandon Jackson was Columbus PD #1 suspect. He had a history of domestic violence. Jerica Spellman and Brandon were in a relationship, and he also was the birth father of all 3 deceased children.
There was more than just playful fighting going on, because there's 4 dead people in your apartment. Yes. And you were leaving that apartment when Royal picked you up and brought you back to Sabrina's house. And they put you in a bathtub because you were bleeding, had blood all over you. Okay? We've got 2 crime scenes right now. We got Sabrina's home and we got your apartment. And there are people from the CSI unit collecting evidence from both locations. Okay? And you're right. Earlier you made the statement that you were talking about your girlfriend was about to go back home with her mother and take the children with her. Okay? Even your own family members are all freaked out about what took place today. And we just want to get your side of the story of it. Okay? Because this is very serious. We're talking about 4 dead people in your apartment. And you being all bloody. It's all right, Brandon. What room were you in when you had the knife?
I did, okay. I kept all of them.
It's okay. Do you want to pray? Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you want to pray?
Well, I did. I kept them all. I wasn't thinking clearly with myself, but a lot going on through my head. I did.
Brandon Jackson's 3 children saw him stab their mother to death before he turned the knife on them, saying, "I love you," and killing them one by one as the mother lay dying on the floor, watching. He next stabbed their 2-year-old son King in the neck and chest, and then their infant daughter Christian, only a month old. The last to die was his 1-year-old daughter Kensley, his favorite.
Okay. And what are y'all arguing over? Did she start the argument? What was she upset about? Do you remember?
She was arguing about about King, our oldest, like who cause she saying, like I said, she had been planning on saying that she gonna leave Columbus with her mom and take the rest of the kids,
Including King?
No.
She's just gonna take the 2 girls.
The 2 girls.
Okay.
And she like, we need to figure out what I'm gonna do with King. And I said, I got King here in my custody. I'll figure something out. See, she don't like my family, so she ain't too big about my family watching King and all that. And we just continue arguing. She went in the kitchen, grabbed weapons, and I grabbed mine. Then
What did she actually grab? You say weapons, but what was it she had?
knives.
Okay. How many knives did she
had
have?
2 red ones, and I went and I grabbed the black one.
Okay.
Then we kept arguing. Then she cut me. That's when she went to cut my neck, and I pushed her. And I pushed her down. She stabbed me in my chest, and then I took the knives out of her hand as we fell, and I just kept stabbing her.
Okay.
And that was it.
Where were the children at when all this, is this all going on where we found everyone? Where were the kids at when all this is going on?
In the same room.
They're in there? Are they awake? Okay. I imagine they're crying because this is probably scary. Okay. So after you take the knives away from you, she's attacked you, you're defending yourself, and then you end up stabbing her, and then she's no longer moving. What happened then? I know this is hard to talk about, but we need to talk about it.
I kept stabbing her until she stopped moving.
Okay.
But she wasn't dead at the moment, though. She was still talking and breathing and everything. Then I looked at my kid, I told him I love him, and I killed him.
Okay. Which child did you kill first?
King, then Christian, and then Kensley, last.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about King. I know this is difficult, and we'll only talk about this one time, and it'll be all over with, and you don't ever have to talk about it again, but we need to go in detail about this. Do you remember how many times you stabbed King?
Probably like 3.
Okay. Do you remember where on his body that you stabbed him?
Chest and his neck.
Okay.
All of them the same.
Okay. Do you remember how many times you stabbed Kristen? Kristen's the infant, right?
The infant, yeah,
Okay.
like twice.
Okay. And what about Kensley?
Like 2, 3 times.
Okay. When you're stabbing the children, do you believe that Jerica's still alive? Is she still talking?
She was still talking.
Is she pleading with you not to do this?
She was saying that she said she loved us, and she said she was sorry for everything, and that was it.
Okay. You might have taken her life. And then, of course, I asked you, but why the children? So I'm going to ask you that again today.
What made you, or what compelled you to take the children's life? And just be honest. There's no right answer.
I ain't want nobody. I mean, I knew she was gonna be dead. I knew I was gonna end up coming to jail. I didn't want nobody. Like I said before, I ain't want nobody raising my kid. I want like if somebody else discipline my kids.
I understand.
Lord, please forgive me. Please, I beg you, Lord.
Trevane Brandon Jackson, who was reportedly in a long-term relationship with the children's mother, was charged with 4 counts of murder. But he didn't last long inside the Muskogee County Jail. Muskogee County Sheriff Donna Tompkins said in a news conference that a deputy found Jackson hanging from a light fixture inside his single-room cell.
Brandon Jackson, who was housed here at the county jail, was seen numerous times throughout the day by the officers working in the area that he was assigned to. I will say at this point he was in a single-man cell, alone. So at approximately 4:05, when medication began in that particular area, the officer came to his cell, opened the flap, and determined something was wrong. He called for assistance because of Mr. Jackson's charges. He was not someone that one officer could open a door for. So when assistance arrived, they did go in and found Mr. Jackson hanging. They immediately took him down, called for nursing. Nursing staff came around, called EMS immediately within a minute. Nursing staff worked on him, applied an AED. Approximately 6 minutes later, EMS arrived. He was transported to Piedmont, where he was pronounced dead at 5:07 p.m.
It's sad what happened to that woman and her 3 kids. Praying for the family of the accuser and the victims,